I am heading down to the barn. I'm gonna drink my coffee and I'm gonna check on my goats. Look who's down here this morning. Oh, the kitties. I don't think I can express how incredibly satisfying it is to be down here on this cold winter morning, getting their feed ready, getting their hay ready, getting them clean water, and having the kitties running around. It's just, I feel so awake and so refreshed and just alive and happy to be here. It's wonderful. This is actually baking soda. They need it free choice for their bellies. Hey, sweet kitty. You guys are just so cool. I love you so much. Thanks for being here. And get some hay. Hay is not cheap. We are already researching how much of their own food we can grow ourselves and just different ideas on what they can eat, and I think that looks good. We'll see how they do. Time to let the girls out. I hope they're happy and cozy. Come on, sweet girls. Come on, sweet girls. There's fresh water. Hey, good morning. So I actually have a pan for each of them because I want them to learn to eat in their own spot. But I just haven't got those put up on the wall yet. So from what I read, grain once a day is plenty. And not to change anything in their diet yet, but to gradually do it. So I really want to be giving them our peels from our fruits and vegetables. And some alfalfa and different things. I'm going to gradually add that in. Also, our feed that we bought is totally different than the feed we were given. So we're going to gradually change it. But for a few days, we're going to change nothing. It's so sweet because they get sad when we leave. I mean, I'm not glad that they're sad, but it's just sweet. I'm going to feed the chickens. We have a much more user-friendly situation in here now. All their feed is in these nice barrels. The fish meal's in here. Good morning, chickens! Turn off the fence. We emptied out the water last night so the water wouldn't freeze. I'm gonna fill it back up. So the water spigot is frozen. We're gonna have to cover this at night now. So I went and got this, fill it up with water. I'm gonna go fill it up again. That'll be enough till I can get that spigot, whoa, working. Okay, technical difficulties. The whole bottom just fell off the water, see? But actually, I'm so glad it did because I just learned a wonderful lesson about this waterer. It has a bottom. So many of you guys are gonna laugh at me, and that's okay, laugh away. But you learn things. You learn things doing this. So now I know I can just take this whole thing inside and fill it up in the bathtub. Hi, cutie. Let's leave the door shut so all that nice warm heat stays in the house. Daddy's filling up the chicken water for me.
Okay.
All right. Good to go. Fresh, clean water. Delicious food. Come on, guys. Woo! Good morning. Good morning. I love how Donald always comes out and he just starts checking everything out. All the chickens go straight for the food. And he comes out and checks everything out like a good goose. Hey, Bernie, getting some water. Hey, Minnie. You guys are so sweet. See, now Donald's eating. All the chickens come out, he comes out, and then he checks everything out and honks at everybody and everything. And all the chickens go and they get their first little bites of the morning, and then he finally goes and eats. We've been giving them their supplements, their kelp and their argonite, which is like oyster shell. So I want to check those real quick. There, that's the oyster shell. That's the kelp. Good to go. We've also been getting some eggs, and it's really too early in the morning for them to have laid, but I thought I would just check and see if they laid some yesterday that we didn't get. Nope. Hey, sweetheart, are you gonna go in there and lay? So we'll just leave you alone. I'm gonna take a minute and just let you guys hear all the beautiful sounds these poultry make. Woo! Well, that was gonna be a peaceful moment, but it was actually Donald doing his thing. I don't know what that rooster was doing to make him upset, but good job, Donald. All the birds look happy and healthy. The goats looked happy and healthy. I'm so tempted to go down there and check on them one more time. I think I will. Arthur's inside, so I just get to take my sweet time this morning. Where's Lovey? I need to head inside now for good and just go see how my family's doing, but I'm so anxious about just leaving them down here by themselves. I shouldn't be, they're fine. It's also just extremely pleasant in here. It's quiet, and I can hear the roosters and Donald, and then with the bleating of the goats, and sometimes a little meow from a kitty. It's just, this is my new happy place, is this barn. So wonderful in here.
So Brianna showed you her morning routine, and I'm going out to do a really much quicker evening routine. First, we'll start with the chickens. I'm gonna dump out the rest of their water so it doesn't freeze and crack this waterer. None are under the chickshaw, and we'll close them in. The girls checked for eggs earlier. I'm just gonna come over here and check again. We don't want the chickens sleeping in the nest boxes, because when they sleep in there, they poop in there. And when they poop in the nest boxes, then your eggs get chicken poop on them. So the chickens are safely in their chickshaw. The last thing we're gonna do is make sure the fence is on. This protection system in some ways is redundant. You know, they're in the solid chickshaw, which can protect them from predators, but then they also have this perimeter fence that is electric, and it's been staying really hot. I have lost many chickens to raccoons and other predators, but that fence is really the secret to keeping at least four-legged critters out. It doesn't protect against hawks. So now I'm checking on the goats. I promise, these ladies have been checked on many times today. So at least for now, we're actually shutting the goats up in their stall at night. There's a couple reasons for this. One, if they have their kids at night, we want them to be in that stall. We want to protect them from predators as much as possible at night. So that's the most secure spot. Good night, Coco. Good night, Lovey. Have a good night. We'll see you in the morning. The last thing I'm gonna do is start some grain soaking for the chickens. And I'm gonna put that grain down here under the house so it won't be frozen in the morning. Thank y'all for joining us for our daily animal chores today. If you enjoy our videos, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you've been watching for a while and you haven't done that. Alrighty, y'all have a good evening.